This filming was done in Bryant Park, which is a 9.6 acre park, privately managed, located between 5th and 6th Avenues and 40th and 42nd Streets in New York City. Some of the birds you could sight here are the northern flicker, the dark-eyed junco, house sparrow, song sparrow, swamp sparrow, white-throated sparrow, the yellow-bellied sapsucker, palm warbler, gray catbird, European starling, rock pigeon, eastern towhee, wood thrush, brown thrasher, Lincoln's sparrow, American goldfinch, hermit thrush, Baltimore oriole, blue jay, northern markingbird, yellow warbler, yellow rumped warbler, common yellowthroat, yellow-breasted chat, the prothonotary warbler, the American woodcock, the American redstart, and of course this bird, the ovenbird. This bird looks kind of like a thrush, but is actually a warbler. It's called the ovenbird because its nest resembles a Dutch oven, but I use that to ID the bird. If you look at the head, there's a red marking, and I think of it as red flame. So that helps me think, oh, this is an ovenbird. Also, the peculiar walk. It looks kind of like a chicken walk. A lot of pecking going on. This was filmed on the northern edge of Bryant Park. If I lifted up my camera and you could see over 6th Avenue, you would see the whole food store. I was thrilled to see a gray catbird come into view, though I'd come specifically to look for the ovenbird. I was much more afraid of this tiny bird coming close to human shoes than it was. As soon as people shuffled their feet, it would dart off in any direction. Here you could see the ovenbird taking possession of crumbs from a food wrapper. Very ingenious bird. And suddenly another bird came into view, a white pigeon. There were parents and children completely oblivious to these beautiful birds, but they would see me shooting them with my camera, and they started to take notice. I was hoping to get all three birds in a radius where I could get a shot of all three, and I was successful right here. I'm always amazed how acclimated birds have become to human contact in New York City, especially in our parks like Central Park, Bryant Park, and the other parks. Here you can see the ovenbird coming very close to my pair of pants as I'm kneeling, filming this bird. Now this could be good and bad. It's delightful to be able to get this close, filming a bird, if you respect their habits and give them space. On the other hand, there are people with unleashed dogs and children chasing the birds, and they could harm them. I was happy this ovenbird had found a grub to eat. Its diet includes mostly insects, beetles, larvae, ants, caterpillars, flies, worms, spiders, and snails. Even tables turned upside down can provide an area for sparrows to perch. You can hear a little pop startle these birds. A special treat, as I was walking south in the park, I came upon a type of woodpecker. This is the northern flicker, one of my favorite birds to spot. A delightful, colorful bird. It's a large bird for a woodpecker, slightly bigger than a robin, I would say more akin to the size of a pigeon. It's really very colorful with a red streak across its head, and its feeding habits are always interesting to me. It's always very busy, pecking and hunting. And like another bird found here, the American woodcock, it has an elaborate courtship dance. The northern flicker's display of colors against this green moss was just astounding. As I headed north to exit the park, I was delighted to see the gray catbird was still there to greet me farewell.